Red Wiethoofd, away!
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Criscast for our GG Tour Locked and Loaded tournament. Day number 2, we're on to the knockout stage of the tournament. Our first game of today is going to be Monkey Mode versus Virtus.bro.
There was a lot of TF2 yesterday, and there's a lot of TF2 still to happen today. Amazing.
I did manage to have a look at the brackets, so I'm actually just going to run it down. In Group 1, we had Feint, the Bus Crew, Monkey Mode, and Ngolo's Kingdom. And in Group 2, we had Ascent, Virtus.bro, New Team, which I believe was Charlie's team, and hashtag Big Boy Cup for our invite team. So Feint and Ascent coming out on top of their respective groups. Virtus.bro coming in second, and Monkey Mode in third in Group 1. We have got Monkey Mode and Virtus.bro. We have got the brackets on the screen as well. I looked at this game and I was like, this is going to be a corker. This is going to be a good game.
Yeah.
So we are on to our maps as well, ladies and gentlemen. So the maps that we have available to us today, do we have the comprehensive picks and bans, Mr. Production?
Oh, we do.
They're on
I
screen.
can see it right now. Look at this. See, Lucky, we've got the technology, buddy.
We're actually going live now, Virtus.bro versus Monkey Mode for our knockout round 16. So, yeah, good luck, have fun out in the chat as we're heading into our first mid. Monkey Mode and Virtus.bro, both of these teams are very even, so we're going to see how this game rolls out. We have got Demo Men coming in towards mid here. Deli going to be arriving slightly later than Yak. They're just going to be trying to trade out stickies. Yak eating a bit of early damage, taking this top left area, playing the catwalk of cars. And looks like they're all going to be bombing soldiers early. No real backup coming in too soon as Yak goes down. Tiram also feeding his life away. Deli, the only casualty for the side of Virtus.bro, we've got Miss getting insanely weak, but they are going to have to retreat on the side of Monkey Mode, already heading out second.
Very, very nicely done from Virtus.bro. We saw both those Monkey Mode soldiers basically go for that full big commit bomb. And it was, you know, it was pretty solid. They got some good position, but the cleanup was so good. Ron's now going in nice and deep. Nice! Ooh, my days! Crispy rockets from Ron's, picking up cars and getting them big old 100% Uber advantage. And they're even all going to get out alive as well. And they pick up Nut House. Oh, my days!
Tiram also getting caught as well inside of the saw area. It's looking grim right now. Mathes and Yak going to be able to move back. And Yak is just going to be heading out of lobby. Hasn't managed to get any stickies really set up in time. He's got stickies next to the train, and they have been spotted out now by the Rocket of Woe. So they're going to be heading into lower. They want to take this advantage in as soon as they can. They don't want to let Loopy set a sentry gun of any real deal. So going to be heading up towards lobby. Now that gun is going up to a level 2. It is by that back left spawn, so not in a very good position, but he does pick it up and actually places it back down again. Not really moving in too fast on the side of Virtus.bro. They're really taking their time. Want to get everyone buffed before they make this move in towards last eepily. They do pop it out through that shutter door. A scout goes flying. He's going to get pinned by a sentry gun, but luckily lands right in front of it as the gun actually gets leveled up there. So they are going to be heading in. Trap off that right-hand side spawn. No real casualties outside of the blue team right now. Lots of damage dealt towards Mathes. Lanza, first one to die. Dwyer also going down. Deli getting cleaned up as well. It's a disaster right now. Mist is all alone trying to fight against infinite numbers of players. Eventually getting cleaned up there. Mula does manage to escape. Lands some arrows onto Loopy, and that is going to mean he's going to survive. But Yak is on the chase. Gets the sticky down. Going to go for the jump. Lands the stickies in front of him and gets the pipe kill on the mid.
That is really, really nice right there, because that is going to mean that Mula has such a late death, 18-second spawns. There's going to be no heals for a significant period of time. Kars now getting his Uber online as well. This should be very, very easy. They can keep on moving forward. Make sure Kars doesn't, you know, get forced or dropped or anything like that. This is going to be looking so clean. Yep, looks like they're going to be going towards balcony. A little bit of spam for these soldiers. Need to weather the storm. Dwo is going from behind, going for this jump up. Is getting on the car pretty easily. Does actually catch Kars with the crossbar. So, yep, that will be a force. Actually, pretty easy there in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, relatively good there, only losing Dwo. Tiram is going to be too weak to fight, then there is no pack for him, so he needs an arrow if he's going to come into this. He just jumped forwards into a scout and nearly dies, but they do find Deli really early on. That's the pick that you want if you are the side of Monkey Mode. Kars insanely weak, Yak also weak, but Yak is just moving forwards. That pressure just from his body being there going to be enough to force them all the way out. Mula does have that advantage like he previously mentioned, so they're going to be looking to make a repush happen.
Interesting. This is, yeah, that Uber's going to come up, so just about. It's going to be up now that Deli's up as well, so they can get a buff. They can go forward if they want to. They kind of have to commit pretty hard, so about 40% ad, and I don't feel like they're too interested in doing that. They're just going to be chilling themselves on last. They've got themselves a heavy, getting themselves the last little bit of Uber, and yep, they're going to play this just as a nice little stalemate. Your boy Lanza, building that gun in the middle, getting prepared to go for that little fort hold, as is just the done thing on Snakewater.
He's such a good boy, Lanza, spending all his time on engineer, defending his team. And they've also opted to get sniper as well. They do have full Uber, so they don't need scouts anymore to build, and that sniper pressure is going to force Cars into an unfavourable position, which could open up some opportunities for the rest of the team. This defence is just known as the Fortress Hold, and Tiram goes in, immediately dies. They lose Loopy as well, and this is going to be some excellent pressure they can apply now out into 1 second to get a force onto Cars.
Yep, this should be pretty solid. Mist going for some sneaky peekies, trying to get a nice little angle. Cars is absolutely nowhere near to get anywhere near getting headshot. Disappointing. Little jump there from Ron, and actually won't get picked up as well. And actually Mist is very, very lucky to get out of that one. Deli does clean up in the house with that pipe there, so this isn't the absolute worst case scenario. But both Berg soldiers there kind of just got nuked, and the Uber's actually coming in from lower as well. Mula does still very much have his own. This is a little bit weird, especially the soldier jumping in right at this tail end of the Uber, but somehow Math is actually just distracting so much. With Tiram going down, I just don't see that this is going to be possible for them.
And Yak as well, playing with fire, actually having to jump away from that shutter at the end of that Uber. And he is going to be retreating out, places some stickies on the door on the top right area, making it super hard. Loopy Storm the Sniper does get the body shot to Mist. And that is going to delay all the aggression coming up from the side of Virtus.bro. Losing one that early is not what you want when you're trying to make a repush.
No, this is a little bit weird from both these teams. Just some, I don't know, let's say unconventional plays. Right, okay, at least we're going to continue with our little bit of a stalemate. Like you said, Loopy Sniper is going to be peeking on this right-hand side. Ooh, nearly gets taken down. Not quite, though. Not quite. He's going to live to snipe another day. Basically equal at this point. And this is going to be Lanza back up on Sniper, so we get to have some of that classic snipers, you know, get buffs, try to hit that all-important headshot, you know, classic TF2.
Mist has got the sentry gun in the big brain spot for when you're building it. It covers off drop down so no one can sack through it just while you are constructing that level 1 gun. It's extremely good at denying that left hand side. Not so much the right hand side, but while you are constructing it, it's pretty defensible. They do get a pick on towards Tiram in lobby. Lanza ringing out that headshot. They're going to be moving in now, just trying to clear out as many stickies as they can. Deli's just walking up super deep here, just trying to get some space for a sniper and distracting a few of those projectiles away as they do peek wide. Cars actually nearly getting headshot there. Cars in a very precarious position. Drops down to lower just to defend himself.
I appreciate it. Again, they just seem to just weather the storm there. That was really, really significant. Like, those 2 picks from Lanza, it was like fantastic, but they couldn't really peek anywhere further because it is this kind of classic snake water business. It's so difficult to try and get a soldier in. So, you know, Sniper's doing a lot, but he's not doing quite what they need to actually go for push out. Stalematel's going to continue. Importantly, though, with Loopy back up on Sniper, we're going to need to see him find us a little bit more success, because it's very much that equal kind of position where it's very, very difficult to get a soldier in on either way at this point, right? Like either jumping from last or into last, just because of like how the map's set up. So you really just have to do something significant. Like even a demo pick would probably be something you can work off, but when you just get like, you know, the opposite sniper or like a soldier here and there, it's kind of it's tricky to do too much with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna now put the chat to sleep, so resident sleepers before we even talk about it. But that gun is pivoted off slightly to the right, which makes it harder to spam from lower. It's a big brain play from this. They have to peek a lot wider and commit a lot more if they want to spam this gun.
Wait, hang on. Are you saying that Mist's gun positioning is infinitely better than Lanza's? Oh my god.
Yes, look at that. Oh my god! See you later, Tiram! Jesus, he got munched in the skybox.
He was so dead already, by the way. So dead already.
Yeah. Oh, we did actually get a sack out into 1 second, but Cars managing to dodge around. It does only take a small amount of damage there, so they're going to be moving into lobby. 2 picks currently for the side of Mongi Men, so they're going to be heading in. This left-hand side, there are stickies currently above. No one checks it. There's only 1 sticky now. Cars just going to be crashing in. Does use that Uber off. Just going to go for this trade here, but he does get a lot of flashes, a lot of multi, and he's out of position for the end of the Uber. No scout was with him. The over-committal from the side of the blue team, and they all get munched in this door. Math is now just going to be jumping towards the point, trying to drag players back, buy some time for his team, but just goes down next to that spawn door. Nuthouse now running in, trying to salvage onto Mula, but Mula surrounded by his team, and there's going to be no chance of him picking up that frag.
Oh my god, that was just bizarre. Even with now Joseph's gone down as well, super late. So this is going to be like, I don't know, just like an absolute disaster for Mongi Mode. That Uber coming in was like, okay, I get using early to try and get aggressive. Awesome, right, brilliant. And then he flashed everyone, had like a 6% diss out on that. It was just, that was horrendous. Right, okay, whatever. This is just looking very good. Virtus.bro keeping walking forward. No stickies to worry about. No significant spam as well. For all these players are back, and the pipes are raining out as well. This is just looking so good. They can just keep on moving.
Oh, Loopy, no. Oh, Loopy, no. He does manage to escape. He ran up into Kitchen to get the small bottle and then runs out Kitchen again. That's some big balls. Anyway, they do use the super through Sword. They're just going to be running it in towards Lobby. Nice bomb around the corner from Deli. Great damage from him on towards Yak. Yak actually getting cleaned up outside of second there. Cars now has a Zuba, so they're going to be looking to send players out onto second. They do run it in and just use straight through that doorway, and Mula is currently out of position, but he's just hopping away now, and they do not manage to find Mula, and Deli's just going to be defending his medic valiantly there. Duo, it actually dies out on second, so Virtus.bro actually losing a bunch of players here, going to open up some opportunities for mongi to get back in the game.
I'm not joking right now. That was two crispy serves from Deli. No, he had no business living as easily as he did just then. That was super sick. That's like some, I don't know. People underestimate those kind of mechanics, and it's so important. This is now very slight, like 14% advantage for Mula or something. This is, it's not enough to like really kind of huge like giga commit on, but at the same time, we might see monkey mode at least respect it a decent bit. We do see this movement towards lower. If they can try and get through, take some decent position, get all the way towards point and keep cars back, they can stand a decent chance here, but they've got to be sweet.
Yeah, they have to, and they do lose Rons immediately on the point. Nice ball towards Deli. Good brackets from Tiram to clean him up there. Soldier currently in behind on top of cars and does manage to force off his Uber. It's exactly what they wanted, causing all that space for Duo to just get in behind, and he's still there as well, so causing a little bit of havoc now. They are sending players forwards to try and just push them out of mid, but it's Mist and a medic versus Loopy and Yak, and that's not a favourable trade for Mist, so they're going to be escaping out now in towards second. The mid capture will go through, but not before the forward spawners of the red side, so Virtus.bro going to be coming straight back in here, popping out that Uber charge. We've got blue players scattered all over this point, out of position, so Yak now in a bit of trouble in the story area. Tiram now going to get caught as well, denied by Rons. Moving forwards with the cluster here, Cars gets denied as well. Mathers gets absolutely nutted on. Nuthouse is the only one that's left alive. He is going to be trying to go for a back cap now, or to try and stop that mid capture. Going to be taking that 1v1 on mid, and let's see who's going to win this one out, and it is going to be both scouts retreating off because they're both pussies. Okay.
Unlucky. Very unlucky. We actually just have, the entire Virtus.bro basically on last at this point. Demo down, Tiram down. Ellie's going to be standing towards point, starting this little bit of cap time, and it's so close to being won. Mist is going to finish it off. I'm going to take us back just a second, right?
Go for it.
The reason that round worked how it did, right? So that force from Duo staying behind that whole time, the second the Uber got used and they went towards point, they must have been screaming for Duo to get behind, because his timing as the entirety of the of monkey mode were backing out of Saw was absolutely perfect. If they don't pick up cars there, it's just a good Uber. But with him coming behind and picking up cars right at the tail end, it's like perfect. That is round-winning stuff right there. Super good timing.
Very nice from Duo and the rest of the team coordinating together to make it happen. Looks like we are seeing a passive mid out of both sides here. Duo's going to be taking that top right roof. Tiram going to be defending that from his own top left. And they're going to be taking high ground on the side of Virtus.bro. Very uncontested here. Just Yak shooting up at that high ground. Both scouts playing the bottom left. So Cars here in a very precarious position. They do manage to bomb up onto Mist, but the counter bombs come out from the red soldiers. We've got soldiers flying everywhere. Math is super low on 1 HP. Does receive an arrow from Cars. And that one pick is going to be enough alongside the damage to get Virtus.bro out of the mid, and they're not done yet, eepily.
No, not just yet. Monkey mode making their way all the way towards grass. Deep bomb from Mathers. Actually just kind of gets nuked down there by Ron. Duo somehow still living this entire time. Actually kind of crazy. And now we do see even this next soldier's going to get cleaned up now as well.
Oh, Mist. Oh, playing with fire there.
What
I thought you would have created there. Anyway, they've got two players down the side of monkey mode. They do actually manage to force out Mula before they have to use their Uber, so they're going to have a slightly better Uber, but Mula now having to flash and is weak on the post Uber. Doesn't manage to get picked up by anyone here. Loopy just going to be running forwards, gets absolutely denied and body blocked there, and it's going to be Cars calling for Nuthouse to just run away as they have lost a ton of players. Mathers jumping around to meet his medic inside of the Saw as well, and they're going to just be retreating back out into second. Yak still on that respawn, and they're going to be looking to block Loopy and Yak, and they do manage to do so, so they're going to be heading out in towards second with this two-player advantage they've managed to get.
Very efficient use of health by Virtus.bro this entire time. It's been really important. They've had many players not only unbuffed, but usually about kind of like 60%-ish health, and they've taken a lot of space from it the whole time just by being really smart with how they're approaching these situations. So this is, again, really good fundamentals from the team here. Picking up that one frag does mean they have an opportunity to start moving towards last, go for some kind of sack attempt, but this will be an equal Uber situation. It will be just, trying to do something a little bit nice, but no like big full commit pushes or anything.
Yeah, we saw this again the other time, but on the other side of the map where they had to set up this hold, and looks like Loopy's just going to be copying exactly what Mist did, but with the gun in the middle rather than off to the right, so just going to be chilling there. We have got Soldier pushing from lower here. Duo's going to be taking out one more Mathers. Mathers nearly dies there to Duo, which would have opened up something with Mist going down to Stickies in lobby is going to now force the rest of Virtus.bro to just chill outside while they get all healed up and overhealed, waiting for the sack to come through. Mathers looking like he wants to peek through lower. Does get in cleanly, actually. Maybe bombing out onto his Deli, but just gets 2 piped down immediately.
I feel like Deli's had his Weetabix this morning, or whatever the French equivalent is, because he's kind of just hitting everything right now.
I don't know. Can we have some French people in chat tell us what the equivalent to Weetabix is, please? Weetabix is like wheat snacks that you have in the morning, like a big wheat chunk. How would you describe
I love how we keep saying wheat, and Reese's there, sitting there like, wait, are you talking to me?
Wheaty hoops. Duo's going to be spamming from lower onto the gun. Loopy just going to be sitting behind it and repairing it. They've got 2 soldiers peeking from different angles as well. Just getting so much pressure onto the gun. Loopy actually picking it up, deciding, you know what, I'm going to go heal this elsewhere. Just decides he's going to move it. There was a slight opportunity there for Rons if he moved in, understanding that he picked up the gun. You could have bombed in. There was no scout with cars. So those small windows are what you're looking out for on Snake Water Lass. They are that tentative.
A little bit interesting how, I mean, in the exact same position on the opposite side of the map, we did see both teams running a sniper, and this time neither team fancies it. Little bit weird considering we did see Lanza find some reasonable success with it, but I guess they're trusting just a lot with their soldiers right now towards lower, where they wanted to peak, but, you know, the pure power.
Oh my god.
How do they just walk in and just take down 4 people even now? Deli has to, like, surf to get away.
I am so confused as to what just happened. They just slapped them about so hard in lobby, and now they are out to second for free, and now we're into another stalemate. That is incredible that they managed to get away with that. They managed to... So basically what happened was, Yak landed a big old pipe in the middle of 3 players, and they all got melted by 2 scouts that ran at them. And that's all that happened. That is all it takes to lose that hole.
Oh. Very, very nice. Tyrum's just going to get sent to the skybox. At least manages to take down Duo, so, you know, classic little soldier trade. It's all good, you know, some things just don't change. I think he's going to just, like, keep himself out.
Rons gets the force on cars. So Ron's got him behind, landed 2 nice rockets onto cars, and cars had to use. He actually only just used in time to not die. So Mathers also going to be going in trying to get the force off on Mula. Mula down to 8 HP. And eventually uses spotting that scout peeking saw, so he did want to pop that one out. Does grab the pack on his way through as well very wisely, so he's going to have good enough health so he can keep his team alive during this next fight. And Yak's going to be playing on top of that shack there, so he's got good high ground, but the bomb comes through from Dwyer. They do clean him up, so it looks like Kaz and Tiram looking like they just want to get out of this one. 3 players currently dead on the side of mongi mode, and it looks like Virtus.bro, they don't want to stop. Nice and aggressive, going to be moving in on this right-hand side. There are no stickies available, so they are able to come through that shutter and drop down. Rons is in for free as well, so they're going to be sticking off this point here. Mist is going to be playing it. Nice bomb from Tiram, good damage towards Deli and Mula, so he's going to be pushing them all back. Nice direct as well from Tiram on towards Mist. They do find that frag. Looks like they're on top of Kaz as well. Dwo can land one more rocket. Kaz is on 11 HP and does manage to skip his way and survive, but they are going to be firing pipes up just to try and find Kaz. They don't manage to do it. Mula's going to be escaping out of lower, and he lands out onto that house. Going to be taking this 1v1, and is just going to immediately die afterwards, it looks like.
Yeah, well, it was one of those 1v1s which rapidly turned into a 3 versus 1. And, you know, Mula's good, but I don't think he's that good. That was a solid hold. Once again, picking up Mula right at the tail end of the fight means there's going to be no heals close here. So, should be a very easy situation for Mongimo to keep walking in. They need to weather the storm a little bit, as per usual. But they have just all 6 of their players in sword. It's like, right, anyone here, you're getting nuked. You're getting absolutely nuked right now.
Getting destroyed. Making their way in towards mid. Loopy eating an early rocket from Rons in that top right area. Ron's looking like he wants to go for a sack, but just going to be sitting there. But we have got Dwo cheekily sitting in that bottom right corner. Can you see him crouching next to that rock there? Ron's is just going to go in. I think this is actually a tactical feed from him. They do send in more players in towards Cars, and Cars actually has to use there because the scout runner on the corner. Dwo is still sitting like a gremlin in this corner. Waiting for the Ubers to fade. They're just waiting for the call here, I think, from Dwo. Dwo could go now and kill all of them.
I mean, possibly.
He's going!
Oh, God. He's on his little mission. He's just going to walk directly behind Cars. And, actually...
Gets it!
It counts! It counts with the frag. It was actually Deli.
That counts. Galaxy brain. So Deli
What a
actually picking up
genius.
that frag with a pipe there as well. The rest of the blue team going to be pinging around on grass. They do actually find Mula eventually, so he is going to be dead and in the respawn queue and respawning now. Loopy
Oh my
goes down.
God.
Mathe is just feeding his life away at this point. They are just going to wipe. But they do pick up Ron's at the tail end of that, so 18-second respawner for that.
Right. Slightly chaotic just then. It's all good. It's all good. Everyone just kind of living their life. Both medics spawned at equal times, but guess what? I can see Kaza's numbers going up just that little bit faster. You know why that is? Because he's on the old crits. Unlucky. Yak's instantly died.
Yeah, Yak does this thing where he stands in chokes and shoots at the enemy team with no one supporting him at all apart from a medic, and he feels like he can survive based off that alone. And 99 times out of 10. Out of 100, sorry. 99 times out of 100. I'm stupid. 99 times out of 100, he just dies. So, yeah, that's just the thing Yak does, and we've got to deal with it. And now we're in this situation where they're taking second for free.
Oh, we've got it. Crits is out. We're going to get used. The stickies towards point. It's a disaster.
It's a cringe. Nothing happens.
Zero damage. Zero damage.
Nothing at all, guys. That's he's a that. Can we call that Habib crits?
Anyone know 3 times 0? I'm confused.
3 times
Right,
0 is 0.
That's mean. Right, okay. Right, Mula's got the Uber. This is a great position. This is a great position for Virtus.bro. This is going to be just your clean little last push. This is, once again, fundamentals. They're going to be going all the way towards lower. Uber gets to use nice and early. And that pick towards Mathes is going to be pretty nice here. Sticky's out towards point, so Miss is going to start. Oh, actually, it's going to be Lanza playing towards it before getting taken down. Hitting some crispy rockets, but this should still be a good situation. It is all on Yak. He's just going to run into spawn.
Yeah, Carlson was desperately trying to run in there with the Ubersaur at the tail end of that, but he had crit screen, so there's no way he's going to be able to do anything regardless if he gets those saws. So 2-0 for the side of Virtus.bro. 9 minutes 40 remaining on the clock. So, yeah, looking like Virtus.bro seriously in the driving seat here. This is when they're going to start to maybe think about turtling as an actual strategy to win this game. I feel like it has been back and forth. They have been pushed each other's lasts, but Virtus.bro definitely picking it up in this game. And looks like both demos hitting in mid simultaneously and arriving at the same time. No damage in towards Delhi so far. Just gets sticky off. As I say that, gets nuked down by Pipe and a rocket coming in his way, but we do see soldiers going nice and high in the air. It's going to be Duo going down immediately. Ron's getting pushed all the way back. Tiram is actually playing in Saw, causing so much pressure towards Mula, so he doesn't want to leave. Eats a bunch of spam, and he's going to have to go out here. Deli is probably going to get caught as well, and Saw actually jumps away. Nice little arrow there from Mula to keep him nice and healthy and alive.
That was, again, a very, very scary situation. Tiram could have done so much work there, but somehow Mula manages to kind of get out of it without really taking all that much damage, so this is going to be an equilibrium situation. Mongi mode feeling like they can pressure just a little bit towards grass. The players are here from the defending side of Virtus.bro, so they shouldn't really have any, real problem here at all. And Mongi mode's aware of it. Their spawners aren't quite there. They need to just back up a little bit towards choke. But at the same time, like you said, they are pressured from a timing point of view. They can't just stand around and do nothing. They're going to have something on the cards.
Yeah, they're going to kind of have to organise some kind of sack through Saw, maybe pressure through lower, but it looks like Yak is more than happy to just sit in the Saw area and play stickies and just peek around and see what's going on before they send anyone in. They're just continuing to play the Saw style. Tiram actually jumping out window with no support whatsoever, jumps back out into lower and does actually manage to survive after picking up that pack. Very close from him, but they're going to be expecting it again now. They didn't peek anyone through lower to see where the scouts were on the side of Mongi mode. Maybe playing it a little bit too stupidly. Possibly.
Tiram runs again towards his right-hand side, gets a nice little rocket, Deli surfs away. Tiram goes down, crispy little direct from Duo. It's all good. Easy stuff at the side of Virtus.bro. They're feeling very, very happy. Yak actually going really, really far forward again as he does get taken down by Duo. Thankfully, they managed to trade out both of these French soldiers, so 2 down on each side. The demo not being alive is a bit of an issue for Mongi mode, but it's like 13 seconds on these soldiers. They need to, I feel like if you're Mongi mode, they basically need to start going based on this lack of spam. They do exactly that all the way towards grass. If they want to go for a trade, it kind of has to be now. If they want to go for a sack, they just kind of have to try and walk people in. Tiram does jump in, gets decent damage, but goes down.
Okay.
It's actually Mula backing up all the way. Mula doesn't want this.
Yeah, he saw Deli get chucked all the way back towards Bats and just decided, you know what, I don't want any part of this anymore. It was a very unfavourable trade position. They'd have to use first. Cars was not getting forced whatsoever, so opting to back off there in case of an unfavourable trade, which is a very smart decision overall. Deli is now going to get actually caught alone on this right-hand side. Does manage to back up, though. Ron's there with the counter jump just to force away that pressure there. We're actually not going to go for the full commit with the bomb. Now Haas going to be running in towards Deli. Loopy going down, though, is going to mean they're just going to run all the way out here. Just opting for that one-man sack. They did find Ron's, so he's going to be on a respawner as well.
Interesting, interesting. We do see a sniper spawn, not on the scouts this time, but actually the soldier Tiram. So, going to be moving all the way towards drop down. Goes for a cheeky little shot, not connecting at all. So, that shot does ring out. The entirety of Virtus.bro should be aware. And we do have the Lanza defensive sniper keeping himself buffed. Now, 6 minutes 20 on the clock. This is really the kind of time where Virtus.bro is feeling like, boys, we can take this just as slow as we want.
You can go as slow as we like. Ron's actually picking up Loopy in lower, getting aggressive there, but not the losing one when you have a sniper is always horrible if you are that team, because you are losing a player with consistent damage output. You have to hit these single shots on a target. He has to knock someone out the skybox with a fully charged body shot or just a headshot in order to stop a sack coming out of anyone right now. So looks like they're going to be moving forwards slightly in towards lower, just trying to peek and jive around. Mathis just going to be sitting around in that corner, playing with fire a little bit, because if Ron's peeks that corner with a 300 HP buff, he's just going to win on the maths game.
That is true. Maths does very much look that way. Oh, dude, Math says.
Oh, please.
All right,
there
Sticky's picking up
this
the
is what I'm
opposing
talking
Demoman.
about. Why is he peeking there? He's not got anyone with him, and Tiram also dying there. Sticky's in the bucket. No one did anything. Oh, Lancer! What a headshot onto Cars there, just peek in the corner, lands it, and that's going to be an easy kill for him.
Mondays, at least at the very, very end, they do get this force off onto Mula. That would have been just pure disaster. Now it's only about 90% disaster. Even with all that, even without Uber going, this is, you know, it's about like an 8% advantage for Mula. Obviously not, you know, enough to do anything with. But as long as it's like equal, again, this can just be just a continuation, right? They don't need to do anything too crazy. Tiram goes for the hide. Guess what? Mula takes one rocket, just doesn't care at all. Cars has gone down again to Delhi?
That's not what you want. Delhi just walked through on his own gladly, and no one stopped him from doing anything. There were no stickies in place, there were no soldiers to spam him. He literally just walked through the door and killed Cars, and that's all that happened. And it's going to be Loopy now trying to distract on second. Nuthouse also trying to buy some time here. And they have managed to force all these players back because there was a threat of a back cap. And they still have that pressure now because of the amount of cap time that was actually accumulated there. So they're going to be worried now on the side of Virtus.bro about a potential back cap coming out the side of mongi mode, and they are really seriously taking their time here with coming into mid.
Yeah, well, I mean, so this is exactly like, I don't know, this is exactly what you'd expect in this situation. If you're not winning the conventional fights or whatever, you need to start doing goofy stuff, right? You got to start going for the weird back caps and this, that, whatever. You need to engage full mongi mode, right? That's exactly how it needs to work.
The team name come into action there. Mapes and Ron's going to be trading out on sword, but they do actually manage to force Mula off with it, which is exactly what they need on the side of mongi mode. They have managed to get Carl up his full uber charge now, and it's going to be Missiles to go down. Tiram finally dies in the back lines. There's two currently dead for either team, so they are going to be capping up this point here. I don't see any stickies around for Delhi. They're going to be moving up. They're very keen to just get in. Their respawners are not here, and they do have to use through this door. Very few players actually coming in on this Uber here. They've got Loopy coming in through lower. It's going to be starting to play that point there. Doesn't receive a flash just because the bomb and soldier was coming in. Loopy now going to be feeding his life away on that point. Nuthouse very weak. Doesn't receive an arrow, unfortunately. Yak also getting super weak. Does receive one, actually. Mula swinging now. Delhi getting the pipes in towards miss. Blocking that. Carl runs for the point as well. Delhi's going huge. All sorts of Tiram. Delhi is still alive. Landing the pipes. Yak gets popped up in the air, and everyone dies. Ron's respawned. Loopy and Nuthouse also on respawners. And that was as close as it gets. But Delhi, oh my god, what play from him.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to be real with you right now, right? That was huge from Delhi, but there was also some... That was like the most horrendously timed flash I've ever seen onto a scout going to start capping the point. Yeah. I saw the disappointment in that scout's eyes, and he's just like, bro... What's going on here? What's going on? That genuinely bought VB so much time to get their players towards point, and now this is crunch time. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. This is just mongi mode. They have to bust through this right-hand side. Just try and walk in as much as they physically can. Trading out players, and that Mapes going down as well. No soldiers on their side at all, so they just can't go anywhere, man.
They just stood in the corner and got shot at. That's all that happened. They just didn't really go anywhere. They opted to just sit half committed in. They needed some kind of large bomb to commit through. But I guess they saw the sentry gun, didn't want to do anything. But Yak's just going to be walking in here. He doesn't get... Oh, Lanza with a body shot to Cars! And that's going to be all the hopes and dreams of mongi mode shattered with that sniper rifle bullet.
Yeah, this is brutal now. Uber is up on the side of Mula. And this is just Virtus.bro just being like, right, if we do nothing, if we stand still at this point, we've won. That's pretty much all they need to do. They don't they don't need to worry about second or mid or really anything. Just play down the time and do whatever they want. They can still, if they want to, go for some kind of, you know, peeky, cheeky, do whatever. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's basically over at this point.
If they don't get around in the next 20 seconds, they can't win. That's all. Like, that or bring it even anyway. But it looks like the clock is ticking down here. 19 seconds remaining. Yeah, it's looking well and truly over. Dwo is going to be sitting in drop down as well. Sticky's above. They take down Mathers immediately. Looks like the rest of VB very happy to chill out in lower, as they actually do want to take this trade in through top here. Going to be running it in all the way through. They do pick up a bunch of players there, getting nice and aggressive here in towards this point. Nuthouse going to be in lobby, trying to pressure some players all the way back. Nuthouse going to be running in through lower. Looks like he could go for the point. It's going to get spotted now by Dwo. Gets 2 scouts running at him and gets taken down. Good response from VB to clean up any backcap threat that could come out, and it's going to be Mathers getting chucked in the skybox. Projectiles flying all over the place. Sorrel wants a frag movie clip. Cars popping out his supercharge to save the rest of his team, as you do get Tyram rejoining the fight, and Mathers now going to be moving in towards Mula, and Mula dancing on the wood eventually gets directed there by Mathers, not wanting that death on his logs. And 30 seconds remaining, maybe a consolation round out on the side of the team. Luffy on the point, they eventually get it, and that's going to be 2-1 to the side of Virtus.bro. Luffy dropping the easy 2-head in chat, and GG's out from the rest of the team.
Yeah, that's the classic, you know, what they call in TF2, the old sympathy round, where they're just like, you know what, you can have one. Here you go then. Here you go. Yeah, here's a frag. It'll be 2-1 at the end of the day, but really it was a 2-0, right? It didn't really matter after those, you know, after that 28 minutes or so. It was all VB. But I will say, right, I know what you're thinking right now. Wow, I thought this was going to be close, and, you know, Virtus.bro looking pretty dominant. Well, guess what? That was their pick. We're going into Gully now, the mongi mode pick. So maybe we're going to see the tables turn. Oh, and I've just saw a slight little fake live, and I think we're going to be going for a real live right now. Here we go, Lucky. Map number 2.
Map number 2, Virtus.bro versus mongi mode. Going to be going into the first mid. Good luck, have fun out in the chat. And it's going to be Deli heading his way in towards mid. Yak also receiving his mid pack here. Dwo is very early to mid. Bombing up extremely early onto Yak, and he's the first pick. And that's insane. They do get on top of Cars as well. Cars and Elbow here going to be dodging away from Bronze. And it's going to be Mula coming up onto the enemy side. He's already got heals up with his team. Tyram going to be coming in from behind. Immediately denied by Mist, but good damage on towards Cars there. He tries to walk up Elbow. Should have just maybe retreated out of Big Door. It's going to be Nuthouse now, just trying to ping his way around, but Deli with the pipe. And he gets him taken down. So it's going to be the first mid going the way of VB.
That was a nice deep bomb from, well, actually from both the soldiers really on the side of VB. Things were looking good. Cars getting out was fantastic, and then Deli hits like the longest range 100 damage sticky I've ever seen in my life to pick up Cars, so huge Uber advantage, and importantly the heals are forward. Mathers, just about going to be getting out, but guess what? Yak very much isn't now. No defending Demo Man, and a massive Uber disadvantage. This should just be the easiest round of VB's life.
Yeah, they are making it a shutter Uber as well, not wasting any time to go and get set up even more. They do take it down immediately, and Mula doesn't use for ages. They managed to look that Uber out very nicely here. They do get a flash across the point as well to get that pick on towards Tyram, who is sitting in water, and Yak still only just gets his respawn, about to go down, but Cars with a lovely arrow keeping alive. They've got scouts on point. That's going to be all through for the first round, and Yak really needs to stop peeking these doors, man.
Mate, 90-second round, and it's not that wasn't just based off the mid, right? It was undoubtedly a better mid for VB, but you cannot feed your Demo Man like that. Like, that's just it's just horrendous. It just means that, well, like you saw how far Mula walked through without having to use, and then you can go straight to point. It's like brutal, and that's like I don't know, man. It's gully. Come on.
Looks like we're having a repeat of the last round, apart from Dwo going to be chilling out this round. He doesn't want him to do the same thing again. Mula insanely weak, but Cars going down as well. So these medics having a really rough time about getting into this mid loop. He's going to be flanking through Elbow, but lovely pipes there from Deli. Cleans up Loopy. Mula is more than happy to chill out in this Elbow until the rest of the team subsides. Looks like they seriously overcommitted to try and get that frag onto Mula.
Deli is actually just like cracked at this point. Like, that 3 frags in that mid, he snipes out Cars from across like the entirety of the mid fight.
Yeah, please!
Yeah! Hey,
stop peeking! What are you doing?
Paid off?
Genuinely, has he been paid to like do this by the enemy team? Please, like, he's just stood in River and the entire team is surrounding him. Like, why? They used to River right now. They still know Demo Man. They're immediately going to go to point. Mist receives that unflash that he wants, and it's just going to chill out. Tyram getting destroyed as well. Ron's currently on point with Mist, and they cap it out. And that's exactly what happens, yeah. Please, my dude.
All right, mate, right. That second round, even faster than the first. However, third time's the charm.
I'm pretty sure Yak is like 0 and 6. He's just died on every 0 and 3. He's died on every respawner so far. Disgusting. Anyway, coming into our next mid, Duo's going to be chilling out on the floor again. Yak is going to be taking his side again, trying to sticky off this medic of Mula, and the pressure from Lanza just to force him all the way back here. The rebomb up from Ron's in towards Tiram and Mathis, trying to get the pick onto Mula, and they don't manage to do it again, but Mathis slams himself in the trigger. Nice move across here from the side of mongi. Cars! Lovely jukes from him. Dodges all of the rockets coming up from that soldier. It's just going to be Lanza left, and Cars going to be running up. Lanza's still flanking. They know he's there, and Nuthouse managed to get the clean up there. So well done from mongi Med, finally getting their grip on a mid.
Yes, this is what we're talking about. That was so much better. Getting that pressure, taking down Deli early, super important. Yak can then walk straight forward and just deal so much damage towards that choke point. You couldn't even get Mula out of that elbow, right? That is absolutely brutal. Fantastic stuff. Now, suddenly mongi Mode are like, oh yeah, there's a reason we picked this map. All right. This time, though, they've got their own uber advantage, and Deli's not going to be anywhere near as generous. He's going to keep himself alive on last.
Yeah, he's going to be sitting around on the point here. Going to be sticking off several areas of the map currently, so they can't get in. But there's going to be a River Uber coming out, and Yak going to get pinned to the ceiling. Does manage to clean up the gun. There's some nice stickies, and he's going to lock off that left-hand side spawn. The repush coming from the right-hand side as they send that house across the point with the final flash. But they've got both soldiers, one soldier and the demo chilling out in water right now. So it's a good defense coming out from the side of Virtus.bro. A lot more stock standard here. We have currently got one player left in last. That's going to be Yak, and Cars also going down, and that's going to be a full wipe.
Yeah. Solid hold there. It was looking like a decent start to you, but they took down the gun basically instantly. Oh, these spawners are in. Deli's got the stickies on his boards. Please!
Oh no, why?
I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, this time Deli and Dwarf were like, oh, can we go towards second as well? Nah. They got their spawns. We'll just settle for, taking mid completely for free. We have a huge uber advantage. They'll just about denying Nuthouse and Tiram. So this is looking very, very nice outside of Virtus.bro.
I want to point out no one has been sitting with cars and building Ubers at any point in this game. Yak also immediately dies in a shutter door once again when they have Uber disad, so this is probably going to be a last push. Tiran's going to be going in, does salvage it for his team there. I believe they are not going to push without a Deli in tow, even though they have massive player advantage right now, but Deli being on that 12-second respawner is going to delay that push, so well played from Tiran there, understanding the situation they were in.
Yeah, that is definitely making the best out of a bad situation. And with that bit of delay, Deli's just only up now, 85% on Cars. That will basically make it just an equal Uber situation. So that is, yeah, it can't be overstated how crucial a pick that was. Because if Deli was alive, they would just been in and just probably would have won that.
Yak, please, for the love of God, why?
What's happening?
He's peeking lobby. Like, genuinely, why? But he keeps doing, like, we talked about it before, he did it on Snake Quarter, he peeks through a door, immediately died. Don't worry, it's for the logs, he got 80 damage on his logs, that's all he wanted. Anyway, they send in the rest of the team now for the sack onto his car, they pop in the air, he actually forced out that Uber, they got a scout playing point as well, multiple pressure coming in from all angles, and that is going to be Mula, is going to be able to escape. Mula was sitting outside the entire time while that play was happening, so no force is going to be coming out, but they are quick here on the side of mongi Mode to move forwards, but Yak is not holding down Baby Door, actually relying on his flank here to do that for him. Loopy's going to be running out now, they notice that Yak is up top, and they have got respawners coming in. They're going to be heading in towards Big Door here. The entire team of Virtus.bro sitting on the high ground waiting to take this aggressive Uber in, and they do. It's going to be Tiram on the shutter getting absolutely annihilated. Nuthouse also going down. This poor positioning coming out from the side of mongi Mode being absolutely abused by Virtus.bro. Deli is on last, sticking off the edge of that point there. Nuts everyone down into the floor. Yak is going to get punched away from the point, and that's going to be Deli capping it out, and that's just textbook from the side of Virtus.bro.
Very, very nice. It was an interesting little position there as Virtus.bro kind of just committed to like above point, and they was like, you know what, we don't really care about second at all. Like, as long as they prevented these random little like peripheral players from the side of mongi Mode from just capping up second, it was just, yeah, just pretty solid for them. Everything's looking pretty good once again. Deli's just like, he's just on it today, man. He's absolutely on it. 3-0 already. Fourth mid now.
Going to be dropping down towards the floor pretty early on. They're actually going to be taking the other side, but Mula walking up to elbow. Oh, Nuthouse, lovely shot there. Takes down two. Mula and Deli going down. Ron's also trying to get a bomb in, but doesn't find anything there. Going to be bombing on towards Cars here, just feeding their lives, trying to get the medic, which is exactly what you want to do at the end of his mid. Missed, trying to kill his friend, but doesn't manage to do it. And Cars going to be escaping with his life there, picking up multiple small bottles just to survive that mid.
Good stuff. These mids are definitely starting to look considerably better now on the side of mongi Mode. Not quite getting the rest of the rounds sorted, but mids are pretty decent. The problem is There's a lot of time left on the clock, but it is a very, very comfortable position for Virtus.bro. The ideal situation right now is for mongi to get a very, very clean round and start building themselves up some momentum. Main's going to be where the Uber get to use all the way for taking down this gun, and importantly, flashing the scout all the way over point to try and deal with Deli, but Deli just two pipes him, man.
Yeah, it just gets too far. Now, Matha is actually popping in nice and deep. A pipe from Yak as well. They do have point pressure, but Lance is going to be sitting on top of the... And it's going to mean that they are unable to take down this heavy too soon, and they do actually manage to hold very nicely here. It's going to be Cars and Nuthouse just going to be retreating out of that shutter door and retreating out second. I swear we've seen this before.
Mate, it's just... It's so tragic when you have that kind of situation, and they need this momentum so much. Like I said, the time, like, it isn't like the clock's against them too much right now, but it just hurts you so much when you fail this like push after push. You just can't get anything working. They want to just go try and commit towards second. Muller does have the Uber. Needs to be a little bit aware not to lose players. Uber is going to get used, and they're going to be on the big chase. Both scouts charioting all the way through choke, but it's actually going to be missed just going just a little bit too far with Ron's going down.
Lanza.
And actually Lanza with the big commit behind. This is surely overly optimistic.
Yeah, it really is. He's going to be forced all the way back as well. He was not in a position to try and take down Cars. But there is still no scout with Cars. And he's getting flanked again by Lanza. And he does have to use out his Uber there. So no scouts playing with Cars at all in this game, it feels like. But Yak going to be moving in, trying to get some pressure on towards Bar. Still players down on the side of Virtus.bro. The cap still hasn't gone through. But Ron's doing a great job of pressuring Yak. Tons of damage. A nice arrow from Cars to keep him alive. Cat's over last. They do it. Nuthouse getting around on the board for the side of mongi mode.
That was very, very nice. I think he actually physically body blocked the heavy from going forward on point or something. That was, yeah, really, really well played from Nuthouse, and actually just a really important round for him as well, because he had a big impact on that mid as well. So finally we see mongi getting around on the board and possibly getting themselves into this map a little bit more.
Easy peasy. Looks like they are going to be feeling themselves now in this mid. But Dwo's going to be going for a drop down play. And no one has spotted him out. But Deli now getting super pressured. Has to drop down to ground. The bomb comes through from Dwo. Good damage on the combo. Does find Cars there. So he goes down. Mula is already dead on the other side. However, Ron's going to be bombing through with the rest of his team. Trying to move up through elbow. But they're all being stuffed into the same place. Good damage from Mathez. Whips his rocket on towards Lanza. And Lanza does survive. Ron's on 1 HP in elbow. Going to get cleaned up here. Lanza in a 1v2 situation. But does have the health advantage on that house. Not so much for Loopy. He's going to be running around this elbow area. Deciding not to take the fight, going to go back in behind and just try and chill. Tyram's going to be rolling out there, just get the rocket off, and that's going to be the end of that mid fight. But it looks like there is going to be a recommit from the side of Virtus.bro from Victor, and eventually they are just going to chill out, man. Jesus.
Yeah, you know, picky, prodding, but without Lanza being alive, kind of being that player down. They really want to try and hold this choke point. We do see Tyram did get very, very aggressive. Somehow going to stay just about alive. That's actually just a pure dude. Mathes gets in, and they're just dealing so much damage combined. They're basically just wiping the entirety of VB all the way towards point. Dwo just goes in, and he's just way too optimistic with these jumper main jumps. This is just going to basically be, again, like, this should just be the easiest round ever. Headshot bringing out from Lanza, that's nice. But
Yak
on
as well.
Sniper, he's not going to do anything much. Yeah, this is it.
He needed to not be on Sniper there, I think. If he was on anything but Sniper, he would have been able to defend this point just a little bit longer. All the spawners came in at the same time, and it could have been a good showing there on the defense from Virtus.bro, but with that Sniper, he was unable to get on top of that point, which is what you get when you pick Sniper or Spy on these last pushes for a defense. So that's all that she wrote for that one. It's going to be 2-3, and now it's going to be mongi mode coming back into this game. Joe's going to be playing the low ground immediately in this game on the mid, and he's going to be heading towards drop down, just faking it, so they are aware of the pressure. But Dwo bombing up now in towards Cars. Good damage on towards Cars currently. He is super weak, chilling out at the back there. Little pressure coming on towards Mula, but they do have that one player ad as Dwo did go down. So it's going to be heals getting split across the board for the blue team. Bombs in towards Ron's. Ron's getting caught out here in this choke, while the rest of VB are going to be retreating back in towards second. So another good mid coming out the side of mongi mode.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have got into their stride. Like, it's really, really good damage for a lot of these mids for VB, but because they don't really get the frags, they kind of just, I don't know, they can't really commit. That early death from the soldier meant they didn't have like that much initiation. It was, yeah, it just felt like really, really tricky for them. And mongi mode, basically, they just took the damage, stood there, healed up, and then just walked forward. So looking pretty happy. At least this time, though, we do see Mula surviving, so it is an equal Uber situation. But, like, it's 3-2 now, and this can basically go very, very much either way now. Nowhere near the dominant first few minutes that we saw.
Yeah, and it's looking like now that they are going to have to chill out and relax. And I'm going to be fake bombing in. Just notice the gun, they do bomb both soldiers in, but they're both on low ground, so that's not what you want any soldiers to be, and both of them going to get cleaned up by missed gun as well. And looks like they're going to be heading out in towards second already, trying to get a sack off. But whoa! In through Baby Door! No one stickies it. Cars actually gets forced by a pickaxe as well. No one was watching Baby Door whatsoever.
Goodness. That's not really what you want, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what the plan was. If you're holding Big Door and you are not holding Baby Door, are you really holding Big Door? The answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. Just for future reference. But it looks like VB more than happy to make a push out happen. They swapped off their engineer. They're not lingering too many players on towards last. They're holding off all the doors. Deli's holding lobby. Teram and Loopy going to be falling in behind there, getting frags. Loopy finds 2. And it looks like he's heading in. Mist actually picks up the last frag. And with those picks, it's going to be enough of VB to get forced all the way back to last now. So Loopy and Teram could off-class now if they wanted. And Kaz is going to be building up that Uber again, so the Ubers are going to even out.
I mean, real, that was really, really sad death for Deli. He put like sticks on lower, and then they pushed it just as he like turned away, and then he dead his sticks, and then Loopy walked through because he like panicked it, and it was just really, really unfortunate timing. But it's just little mistakes like that just basically turns that big advantage just to another equal Uber situation. We do see it's again Engineer on the defending side, and Duo living his life as a spy.
Yeah, he's going to be wandering around doing French. Oh my god.
Pyramid's trying to hug him.
They're having cuddles and in main there will appear with Duo on his signature Frenchman class, doing what he was meant to do when he installed Team Fortress 2, playing as a French player. But Cards is going to be chilling out in this tube, so it's super hard to stab anyone when they're on the staircase, unless, you know, he acts as one of the players. And he's going to be peeking towards lobby. They're going to notice that everyone is now in River, so that call has been made. That's not the only thing you get, as they actually try and send players into River, and Duo's just going to be chilling out in lobby still.
Yeah, you know, just kind of living his life. We do see Mathez on a little banner as well. He's on Battalion's backup, so just trying to build this a little bit to go for some kind of, I don't know, trade and repush, or maybe just kind of, you know, use it to try and go for some kind of commit. We do see Ron's picked up a frag, so that's pretty nice. Oh, Duo has been spotted. Yeah, they can be very, very aware of the spy. He's not gone down or anything, but they will at least be aware to keep eyes out for him, you know?
This is the manliest thing you can do. Disguise as a friendly heavy, and then run at them and see what happens.
Right, he'll probably die, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah, but it'll be funny to see what they do. You know, like they might just be like, "Oh, there's a heavy behind us," and then it's not a heavy, because that might force cars to pop. You know, he might you know just pussy out and just be like, "Yeah, no, there's a heavy," and just use immediately. But who knows? But Yak going down somehow again. Just he was peeking lobby, and Deli also just peeked lobby and dead sticks on him, and he dies. So that's another death for Yak on the logs. Feels good. Tear him up on spy as well.
Right on, right on. Weird little situation. We do see Deli getting very aggressive. Not got the beam towards Shutter. Doesn't need it. Hits the pipes. Whatever. Don't care. Car's just going all the way to Big Door as well. Just like, right, I don't really know what happened there. Interesting. Spy has been spotted out as well. Dirham, 13 HP. Gonna live.
Oh, Yak. Go.
Yak's on the spy.
Get in
this
the
is double
bin,
spy.
Yak,
Yak's
please.
giving up on Demo Man. Yak's giving up on Demo Man. He's like, this is too hard, mate. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm going spy.
Oh, just oh my god.
He's
Just
like, what can I
immediately,
do?
the pyro runs out the show and just burns him to death immediately. Duo dropping the zzz in chat. Mula dropping the lol. Oh,
Alright, Yak's up in 3 seconds. He's spinning the wheel. But
Mula gets face stabbed? That was such a face stab! Somebody fix this game for the... Tweeku, get in it!
What's going on?
Fix
What's
this
going
game.
on? I'll take everything back. Yak has the biggest brain, because guess what? He's back and he's on Demo Man, and he's taking this Uber. He's walking all the way in. Delhi's still behind point. They need to be aware of this. They need to be considerably more successful, but they're not really getting anything much of the push. Did a nice commit from Nuthouse. Doesn't quite pick up anything too much more, and now Kaz is going down. It's all on Tiram, not on Spy this time, just on Soldier, and he's just like, I'm going water, I guess.
There are stickies on point and Duo is standing on the rim, so they're going to spawn. There he is, and he's been spotted, and he's dead.
Dead.
Yep.
Just being captured.
dead.
All back. Yeah, I think they wanted to leave Duo on last anyway, just because, you know, the spy threat that they had before. Cars respawns, but he's all the way back spawned, and they know it as well. So no heals up for the side of mongi mode. They're going to be heading in towards mid now, just creating so much space and pressure. Ron's going to be jumping in, and it's going to be Yak getting forced out of choke here, actually eating a ton of damage on his way out as well, so nearly getting picked up there by Ron's. That could have been another disastrous death for him. But Mula, 80% Uber charge, has a large Uber advantage to play with, so we're going to see what they want to take it.
Yeah, should be a nice little situation here. We do have some stickies towards choke. The rest of these players basically playing, yeah, like towards big door and top and all these kind of, you know, conventional little locations. Big door looks like where Mula wants to start trying to move, taking a little bit of spam. They can't dilly-dally too much because Khan's already on 75%.
Kars finally has attached himself to a scout, so he's going to be building that Uber slightly faster with that 3-rune blade that they've been using. And I think production just whispered in my ear that there is a banner that is it built? Duo has a full banner, so this is good if they want to take a trade here. Looks like Tyram's going to get caught out on second. Tyram just flicking his mouse around all over the place. Receives a lovely arrow from Kars, and now he's just going to man mode into one.
Why is Kars by himself?
Yeah,
everyone's ran away from Kars.
Yeah,
Yak is in choke. Everyone else on the side.
How did Yak get there? Okay, there's the 2. I'm hearing a 2. Duo is 2-ing. He's getting buffed. He's holding it. He does pop it out. He's going to be jumping in. Lots of damage. Does manage to force out the Uber from Kars just because the 2 pressure is there. But no one... Oh. Okay, Yak also dies out on second in the middle of nowhere.
What is going on right now? I don't understand. Okay, right. We do see Soldier fighting in lobby. It's all good. It's good. Yeah, go. Nice little arrow. Good stuff. And they're nuking. Brilliant.
Great. Incredible gameplay. Okay, so there's things happening, guys. They're happening all over the place. You've got players feeding themselves off. I don't know how VB managed to lose that fight. They could have just locked down lobby, you know, capped out the point and chilled. But instead they all fly in, and Mathis is now killing Mula in the backlines and actually does get the kill, which is massive, because this could be the turnaround that Mongi Mode are looking for.
Very, very... See, okay, this is
Ron's going to kill Kars.
Rain play, right?
Okay, Kars is dead. Yeah, great.
What?
I hate this game, man. I hate this game.
Oh, I don't understand. Yak just killed 3 people with pipes. What's happening? Why is everyone running around? What's going on? This is right. Okay, theory, right? So what you do is you just do stuff which just don't make no sense, right? Your team is called Mongi Mode. You engage full Mongi Mode, right? I don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. And importantly, Virtus.bro, they don't know what's going on right now, right? This is Carnage TF2. Let's go.
I want to see PogChimps out in the chat, guys. PogChimp, okay? It's like PogChamp, but with a chimp instead. I want to see multiple of those. We did see Yak peeking choke again and dies because he hasn't got anyone with him.
Bombs from Massive. This is so clean. Never stop. Never stop. Just engage your, like, ape-brain mindset, right? Never stop at this point. Just commit.
Just fully commit, that's all it takes. Mula dying there is going to be the cast of 65% Uber. They don't want to build up the super ride that they have. They just want to let these 1-second respawners come in for the side of the red team. They all spawn, and now they're going to be shoved all the way back, and they're going to lose players. So they lose Tyram as well here, out on this second point, and it is opening up opportunities now for Virtus.bro to get a refight going. And Kars now up to 90% Uber charge, needs this Uber, and they are probably going to wait for Loopy to get here before they make this push happen. They're going to be buffing up in lobby. Looks like they want to take a shutter. Yak is peeking and jiving around that area, and they're just going to not use through the door. They're milking very well, and Kars still hasn't had to use the supercharge, and now eventually to force out the super. Eventually, they take down the gun, they take down Bronze, and pressure miss back into the shutter. They need to get across this point though, or kill everyone else out in second. They're going to opt to kill everyone instead. So Matt is now going to be picking up a bunch of frags on this left-hand shutter, and Mula just going to be surviving for a little bit longer, and Tyram's going to clean him up there. It's going to be Duo, the last one, out on the second point, and Delhi now is very weak in water. They need to sack one for the point, and they do. Not how to run across, get the clean-up frag, and they clear up everyone else. It's going to be 3-3. It's a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a game.
Oh, boys, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. This is a 3-3 right now. This was 3 very easy rounds for Virtus.bro and 3 absolutely incredible rounds for Mongi Mode, who are just like, I don't know, there's evolution, there's de-evolution, and they've got both in equal amounts. It's just beautiful right now. None of the last 20 minutes matters. We have 8 minutes left on the clock, and it is all too playful. Let's go.
It may as well be 0-0, as you just mentioned. Lanz is going to be pressuring Yak super hard on this mid-fight. We do see the high bomb coming from Mathes. Lands a beautiful rocket to Dwo's forehead as he tries to jump there, and Mist is going to be chilling out, trying to run across the point with his team, but they're looking very passive right now on the side of Virtus.bro. 1-1 in player score for each team. Very happy to sit around. Ron sit on the low ground, going to be bombing up towards Yak. Good rocket out from him, good damage on towards Yak as well, so lots of pressure there, but Ronza goes down for that attempt, and they've got players in behind. Mathes with the good damage is going to force Virtus.bro all the way out of this mid-fight, and they're going to take it on the side of Mongi mode. Going to win another mid-fight.
Yeah, pretty solid. Ultimately, at the end of this mid-fight, though, both medics are going to be surviving. Going to have their Uber as well, and it's be pretty much equal in terms of players. Now, they've got to kind of debate exactly what they want here. Virtus.bro, I mean, they've been having a lot of success in some pretty conventional things, but I mean, not for the last 10 minutes or so. Tyram does just try and jump all the way through choke, gets basically no damage towards Mula at all, doesn't really matter at all. Ron's going for this immediate sack attempt, jumping all the way in, one nice rocket towards Cars, yeah, easiest force of his life. Even going down doesn't really matter too much. It will actually be a bit of a trade though.
This is a Mathes big break. He goes behind with the Uber. This is huge from him. He actually managed to get all the way deep in behind, and that's going to cause a lot of pressure on the side of them. Lands are trying to run up on Mathes, actually gets picked off there, and Mathes could fight too. He does fight too. He gets Dwo. This was massive from Mathes using the Uber trade that went terrible.
Does he get
Picks
more?
up the pack. Good damage. They clean everyone up. And it's going to be a point here for the side of Mongi mode heading in towards him. Mathes dropping the I am better than you in chat as they're moving in through main. They're going to pick up Dwo as well. Ron's even, who's out on this point, gets massive damage down onto him, but they do just feed away. And Joseph and Tyram just going down here. Mathes pops his tooth but doesn't get anything with it. Ron's getting cleaned up in this hallway. Actually goes down eventually. Cars is the lone survivor. How the hell did they beef that?
That's incredible. Even Cars with the latest death in the known universe, he's going to run into a bush around the corner. He gets Lanza before losing his own life. This time the spawn camp is not coming out from Delhi. Instead he's just like, right, I'm going to get the choke. This is... The fact that that wasn't like around is already just like baffling. Absolutely no idea. But it doesn't matter. Virtus.bro is like, boys, let's get back in this. Focus up a little bit. Cars just only spawning now. So 40% advantage. And a player down on the side of Mongi mode. So through choke is where we want to go. Loopy, classic div 6 spot. He's in the bush.
He's in the bush. He's chilling in the bush. He's going for a back cap. He's running in behind. But little does he know, the points cap out at the same rates. They try and go for this block, and he's not going to be able to do anything with it. He is just in behind. He is looking for a bit of a push now. I think he just wants to die, so he spawns on last. Nope. Maybe. Oh, okay. I killed Lanza! Come on, man!
No idea. No idea. No idea. Trades it out. Okay, right. All good. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Uber now in the hands of Mula. 40% left to go for Cars, so it'll be fairly quick. Dwo going down does mean they're going to be just a little bit slower. No one really wants to push 4v5 even with an Uber advantage. And is this just that same situation? That one little all-important frag basically going to neutralize a 40% disad? It looks like it.
Alright, there is finally some organisation from both teams. Yak has finally sticking off some shutter doors and is not pushing anywhere yet. So, he's chilling out. Yes, that was the key word that I used there. But it looks like they are going to just be backing off towards last. Looks like Tyram wants to pan his logs with a bit of spam. And Mula's going to just hop over some rockets and head in towards the top area. Ronz is pretty weak here and is going to receive an arrow from his medic. But they do bomb forwards on Dwo, trying to get some pressure in towards River again. But there is a very close hold going on from the side of Mongi mode. And they are at a big threat of a back cap currently if a spy was to get in the mix.
A little bit scary. Loopy going for these deep sniper peeks right now. Mathers as well, jumping hard, trying to force Mula into a little bit of a tricky situation, but it's actually going to be not a full commit there. Nuthouse picking up 2. Okay, I'm liking this.
Yeah, Mathers with a huge bomb there, lands in front of 2 players and gets the damage down, but it's going to be Cars and Yak here are getting trapped out on second, and now they need to go back to last with Yak dying there, so they are going to be heading back in towards lobby. Cars is just all the way out, he does not want a partner in this, and Deli and Mist also going down there, so no pocket players for the side of Virtus.bro as we get a pause. He's going to get killed. That's it from him. Anyway, we do get the unpause going here. Lanza's going to be chilling out lower. He's going to be running away from second. And finally, we are going... Nope, as I say that, Ron's goes bombing in through a choke and lands in front of a bunch of players. They're going to take a new trade instead. Ron's managed to survive here. But Cars doesn't have to use the Zuba for so long. But he's not linked with anyone here. But Tyram going to be bombing towards choke because... Okay, he doesn't get saved by Cars. And Cars is actually going to probably die here. The scout's left him for... Loopy has left him for dead. Fantastic. Loopy just ran away.
It's because of the back cap.
No.
Oh god, that was tragic.
We talked about it before. There was a lot of back cab pressure that they could have had there. They had no one holding down the doors. They got forward spawners. They sent them behind, and now it's 4-3. It's in the bin. Okay, so we're heading into our next mid here. It's 4-3, and Mongi Mode desperately need this round here. They need to keep it at least even or better to remain in the tournament. Deli's going to be dropping down to that low ground immediately here. Baiting out. This is a right-hand side mid. It's going to be Mathis going down immediately here. It's going to be... Oh, the crunch from Deli and Lanza and Duo. My goodness, they just mullered everyone.
That was a Muller crunch right in the corner just there. That was just brutal. Not paid advertising.
The control point is being contested.
Oh, God. I wonder why they don't let us cast together. This is why.
I got no idea.
I got no idea. That was epic, though. I did enjoy that. A lot of puns I feel cringe for, but that was good. Anyway, they have fully rad, and that's where the pause was. So Mula now having us 100%, Uber Cars only has 30%. They have not got a sentry gun ready, but they've got a pyro and a heavy, and they do pop out this Uber through main. They're heading in through secret, actually, just looping around to the point immediately. Lots of damage down onto this heavy behind the point, and loads of cap time down as well. They need to just stack bodies on this point right now. Otherwise, we're all going to
much damage!
Big damage, and they managed to take down everyone. Oh, with a 7k. Manages to make it happen. Lovely work there from Duo.
Duo nuked, gotta be real. Duo nuked. They were all on point. He had the perfect timing behind and even had the cheeky little stick at the end. Duo, absolute god gamer. And yeah, this is now 5-3. I don't even know if mathematically possible at this
not
point.
enough time on the clock.
This is Virtus.bro. I mean, Christ alive, what a dodgy game that was.
Yeah,
hey, a win's a win.
A win is a win at the end of the day. I mean, I think... okay, we're going to just cast out the last bit of this game here. We've got Lanza running around through lower, and lots of damage into the side of Mongi Mode here, but we've got people mirroring on both sides of the... Oh my god, lovely airshot down. It's forced into a corner. It's going to need an arrow in the bush. He's in the Div 6 bush, and he's going to be chilling out there, so we do get some GG lag, I believe, and then we've also got Lanza running across the point once again, trying to go to the cars. Cars gets cleaned up immediately. It's going to be Yak with a nice pipe onto Lanza as well, pick up some more damage from the logs, and he goes down as well, and yeah, it's definitely impossible now for Mongi Mode to win the game.
It's true. Loopy could make a big play, but he didn't.
The Uber charge gets popped out as well and being now. Method? What? Excuse me.
He got shot directly up in his little hiding spot.
Somebody tell me how that happened. This time we've got players feeding all over the place. I think when you get forced to play against Mongi Mode, you are forced into this very uncoordinated, chaotic gameplay, and they are forced to play that way and try and deal with it, you know. And if they can't deal with it, it's also just more chaos. And I feel like that's what you get when you play against Mongi Mode. Every time you play against a Yak team, that's all that happens.
I mean, there's logic, right? You know, it's the idea of taking an enemy team, bringing them down to your level, and then beating them with experience.
Yeah. It really is. Mathez drops the good luck next in the chat. 15 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. We've got players just feeding all over the place. Some log padding right now is going on from the side of Mongi Mode. We have got players sitting in spawn. Deli is just typing GG in the chat. Mula's already disconnected from the server. And the end score for this game is going to be 5-3. Virtus.bro taking it away 2-0 in this best of 3 series, winning on Gullywash and Snakewater. GGs have been dropped, so easy peasy from them. And they're going to be moving on to this tournament on Mongi Mode. Have they been knocked out now? Is that it for them? Are they done?
Yeah, single elim, innit?
Yeah, it's single elim. So they are gone. Mongi Mode, you can say bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen, to PogChimp. That's it for them.
Now, see, the thing is, right? That is the end of their time in this tournament. However, what an incredible game to go out on.
Yeah,
that was absolutely something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a quick shout out to Phoenix Reds for organising this tournament. They do a great job. I love me some Phoenix Red, and also to GG Tour for helping us out with this tournament. Holla holla, Big Dollar, Wandam and Bumfrey's going to be taking you through that game. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this Virtus.bro vs Mongi Mode game, and we'll be back with you shortly. Do not go anywhere.